Hey gang, Uncle Todd and Sonny here, and we're looking at the fourth episode of Criminal Minds Evolution. And we start in Jackpot, Nevada, where a young woman is having car trouble. And the off-duty sheriff's deputy stops by to help her, when upon she kills him with a crowbar. And takes his badge and gouges out his eyes. We then cut to Emily, who calls Rossi from the police station, and he comes to pick her up the next morning, where he didn't have to make her bail because charges were dropped. Previously, where we left Garcia and Tyler, Garcia kicks him out without taking the phone, refusing to do anything with this. She is not going to do anything to jeopardize a case anymore. Will not. And of course, next morning, Tyler comes in and gives the phone to Emily, explaining how he got it. And Emily takes it to Garcia. Garcia doesn't want to do this. There's a chain of custody problem here. But Emily says, if you don't, I will try to do it myself. This is all on me. We have to find Gold Star. So Emily reluctantly takes it. At one point, having trouble with the passwords, she goes to Tyler and asks him some questions about his past with the person he took the phone from. And that helps her get the password. And she doesn't want Tyler to leave because she may have need of him again, but she doesn't want him in the room with her. So she puts him in the server room. New case has come up. There are now 2 Nevada deputies who have been bludgeoned to death, badges taken, and eyes gouged out. So Rossi and Tara are sent to Nevada, while JJ and Luke have to coordinate the meetings with Voit and his family. Now, of course, his wife comes in and she talks about how their eldest is cutting herself, and Voit, he starts asking questions about this because he needs to know if this is suicide attempts or just self-harm, and she's like, you don't get to have that. You gave up that right. And she basically explains, here's how it's going to work. You're going to come in, you're going to tell them goodbye. You are going to be out of their life forever. And he counters with, when I get out of here, I will find you. And she says, no, then you won't see them. Period. So he reluctantly agrees. He will tell them goodbye. And they're going to go into witness protection, and he can never see them again. Well, that day comes. They come in. Now, his youngest is thrilled to see him. The eldest doesn't want to go near him. He has stipulated he must be able to give them hugs, so they are actually in the cell with him. And he starts to explain that he's going to be going away for a while and that they're going to witness protection, but he won't, detail his actual secrets. To which his eldest daughter gives him a letter from her and says, I want you to read it in front of everyone. And he starts to read it. And in the second line, she says she knows he's a serial killer. And when he denies it, she pulls out an artist knife. One of those X-Acto knives that you use to cut things out of paper and stuff, and attacks him with it. Which kind of startles him freaks out the mom and the sister, and they're all pulled away. And JJ talks to the eldest to ascertain just how far down the rabbit hole she's gone. Not far. She explains her mom is exhausted. She cries all night, every night, and she can hear this. And she just thought if the father was gone for good, permanently, her mother would be better. Well, this is going to take some negotiation with Voit about his daughter. Meanwhile, in Nevada, Tara has discovered that the implement used was a tattoo needle to take out the eyes. And we have seen the unsub drawing tattoos on herself with the self-same needle eyes. She then ends up in, let's see, where did she go after this? Utah, where she is grabbed by her next intended victim, which is revealed it's her father. Okay. Emily gets called by Brian, saying they had threatened to kill someone he is close to unless he did what he did. But it's okay, because now they trust him and he's going to be able to infiltrate to uncover the Gold Star program. And then he hangs up. Garcia has managed to get into the Gold Star files on the phone, and she goes to Emily and explains it's not a person, it's a group. Each member of the strike team was assigned to a different member of Gold Star. They only have two names: Holly, which is the unsub, and Damien, which they now believe is the one who did the murders of the strike team to protect the rest of the team, and that he may have taken the badge from the one victim for Holly. All 5 members of the strike team have a connection to Stewart House. Rossi and Tara are then sent to Utah to talk to Holly's father. And he is found dead with his eyes gouged out and his badge missing. And in some background, he is suspected of having killed his wife and has been very abusive to his daughter, and was sent to Stewart House by him. Also, Tyler has talked to Garcia, and he apologizes, and Garcia explains she doesn't want an apology. She wants amends. Apologies don't mean anything without amends. So he needs to think about how he is going to make his amends to her and the BAU. Meanwhile, Damien catches up with Holly and gives her the badge. Asks if she's gotten this out of her system. She says yes. And she now has 3 eye tattoos on her arm. And then they leave together. Emily goes to see Voit, and she gives him a deal. They will will get Holly into a program that the BAU has to help people who deal with all the violent crimes they experience, the agents. And he says, if you do that, I will cooperate. To which Emily replies, not sarcastically too much, that's what you're supposed to have been doing. But he has a caveat. He needs to see the evidence immediately. They can't keep doing this back and forth. Traveling here takes up too much time. And Emily already foresaw this and is now having him move to the actual BAU in Quantico. Wow. Yeah. Really good episode. The thing where Luke kind of taunts Voit after the experience with his daughter is kind of a good payback for the way Voight's been treating all of them. Because while he is smarter than everyone, he really didn't foresee his daughter turning on him, becoming just like him. And that has given him a bit more of perspective. Maybe. After all, he's not that easy to read, and this could all be an act just to get him out. And the whole thing with Brian is getting almost ridiculous. I'm expecting him to show up body dumped somewhere, because let's face it, he is not a trained investigative officer. He has no idea how to do infiltration. But we'll wait and see. Until the next episode, please hit like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.